Hello friend, my name is Pavan Kumar and today we are going to talk about that how you can use Vagrant to set up your Kubernetes cluster that can also be used as labs. If you are also going for Certified Kubernetes Administrator exam, then this will also help you to create your own Kubernetes cluster lab and then you can practice as you can also clear your doubts. So I have created a document for Vagrant on GitHub. You can follow this and within some minute you will be ready to dive in Kubernetes cluster. First, let me walk you through all required steps which I have created on GitHub account. So you will get all related document on Pavan IT Zone and then you will find a Kubernetes lab repository on it. Here under Vagrant folder you will see these three file and folder. So let me go through the readme file where I have mentioned some prerequisite and the steps. In prerequisite, okay, first let me tell you that this installation will be performed on the Windows operating system. But if you are other operating system user like Mac or Linux, you can use the same process, same method, except git bash. Git bash is basically I'm installing on Windows because it gives me the similar kind of interface, or you can call it a terminal, that you can see on Linux and Mac OS, which is already there. So you don't have to install this on Mac operating system or Linux operating systems. So you need to install Vagrant first, and then you need to install Virtualbox, and then definitely you need a git bash if you are a Windows user. In the second steps, you have to clone this repo and then you need to go to this file and you need to run this commands. So let me go through you one by one. First, you need to download Vagrant from this link. Just go to this link. Here you can select package according to your operating system. So I am a Windows user, so I'm selecting Windows, and you can download this. So once you will download, you can see related Vagrant is there. You need to just click on it and it will start, and you need to do next, and your Vagrant will be installed on your laptop. Once after installation, you must want to verify it. So let's go to git bash, and here you can type anywhere in the terminal Vagrant and just click tab. It will give you a Vagrant command. It means your Vagrant is installed on your laptop. Now you are good to go with the first step. The second step you need to do is basically to install Virtualbox on it. So I have in my laptop already installed Virtualbox. So you can see the Virtualbox is installed here. So this is also very simple process. You need to go to the Virtualbox site, Virtualbox, download, and here on the Virtualbox website you can find the Virtualbox package and you can download for Windows. So second steps is clear. The third one is git bash. The same thing you have to do on Google. Then you have to type git bash download and you can install simple. Now I need to follow the steps to install Vagrant, which I have done already. Now I have to configure Kubernetes cluster. So let's do the first step. Clone this repository on your laptop, so which I have done already. So you need to go to this Kubernetes labs and you need to go here and you need to copy links and you can just git clone this path. So I have already cloned this, and this is my git repository, Kubernetes lab. In the lab I have a Vagrant folder and then I have a Vagrant file, which is very important to understand before proceeding with the Kubernetes cluster installation. Just click on it, and after clicking you will see a document. Here in the document, what you need to consider is basically the number of master node. In your Kubernetes cluster, how many number of master node you want to put, you can just type the number at here. It will do everything on behalf of you. The second thing, worker node. The same thing will be happen here. You need to just put the number and it will create a number of worker node on your environment. just make sure that how many numbers you want to put at here, that much of hardware it should be there on your laptop. Later I'll talk about that how much hardware requirement you need on your laptop before proceeding this process, and how many master node and how many worker node you want to put at here. So I'll tell you everything. Okay, so you can see that IP address. So what IP address you need to put at here? You need to go Virtualbox, and Virtualbox you need to go on File, Preferences, and in the preferences you will have to go Network. So in the network, this is my old version, so maybe I'm not able to see the IP preferences, or maybe somewhere else, but generally on the latest version you will go to the network and you will see that the IP address of your Kubernetes, Virtualbox, IP range on your Virtualbox, that has to be mentioned at here. So currently my Virtualbox range is starting from 192.168.56/24. So I am putting this IP address at here, and the master IP address will be starting from 10, so it can go till to 19, and the same thing will starting for the node is 20, it will go till 29. It can be increased according to your machine count. You can range the IP address at here. The next thing you need to consider is basically just provision master nodes. Here you have to specify the name of the master node, that will with what name you want your master node to be created on Virtualbox. So here there is no machine for the master one, so the new machine will be created related to master will be named as Kubernetes HA master 1 2 3 4. And the memory you need to specify the minimum, it should be 2 GB of RAM and 2 virtual CPU for master node. If you will not put this minimum hardware, your master will not initiate. So make sure you have the enough hardware on your laptop. And the second thing, you need to do the same thing for the worker node. You need to specify the virtual memory. This can be 512 MB or it can be 1 GB. I put it 1 GB because it worked well when you put 1 GB. And virtual CPU can be 1. So, and the name will be again Kubernetes HA worker 1 2 3 4. So we are all set. That's the configuration that you need to. You can change according to your requirement. And next thing, you need to go to Ubuntu folder, Vagrant, and set up DNS. So you need to put the DNS. Let's say I have creating one master node and 2 worker nodes. So I'm putting the IP address and the name of the master and the worker node. So this will be added as a local DNS on all master node and worker node, so that master can ping to worker nodes and worker node can ping to master node. So that's it about the configuration. Okay, so I'm done with this video. In the next video, I will tell you that how you can up all these 3 machines, and then you can set up your Kubernetes cluster labs. That's it for this video. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.